Well, hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm back this week with another video for you guys. If you're new, welcome to the Kaolin family. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave and like this video if you like it, because I'll have a giveaway when I get to 1,000 subscribers. So, I mean, you don't want to miss out on all the fun. But today, I am so excited about this tutorial because we're gonna be using the one, the only MORPHE 35O2 Second Nature palette. First of all, I think we should all appreciate the rebranding MORPHE just did. It looks so sleek, it looks so high-end. Okay, so this is already dirty because I already used it, but what? This is the sheet that has all the names on it. I'm just gonna take it off real quick to really show you guys what it looks like. Or drop it. This is the MORPHE 35O2 palette. This is literally the definition of fall. This is one of the most beautiful palettes I've ever seen, especially from MORPHE. These shades are just so beautiful. Look at these shades, these brown tones. You can deepen up any eye look with these tones. You have a highlight shade, transition shades, you have fun shades. So today we're gonna be testing out this palette. Is it really worth the hype? Is it really worth it? Is it better than their other palettes? I mean, this is apparently reformulated, and I will leave in the description box the formula to see if there's any difference, so you can check that out. But I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I do want to tell you my final thoughts on this palette, but I will do that more towards the end of the video. I just wanted to let you guys know I'm gonna leave timestamps in my description box so you can go to my tutorial, my review, and my swatches. So there's gonna be 3 parts of this video. So yeah guys, let's go ahead and get on with this eye look, which I'm living for. Well, hello guys, and welcome back. So we're gonna start off this review with the tutorial, and my eyes are already primed, and I set my primer. I will leave everything I used in the description down below, so always check that if you have any questions on the products I use. So we're first gonna go in with this shade right here. This is the shade Universal, and I'm gonna put that on my crease with my Morphe M504. Right off the bat, that is really pigmented, and the palette doesn't really have that much fallout, going in windshield wiper motions and in circular motions on the outer crease. So now with the same Morphe M504, I'm gonna go in with the shade ORB. So that second shade has less fallout than the first one we used. So that's really good, and I have to say these are way creamier than the shadows on the Morphe 35F, which I've had for around a year and a half. That blended out so easily, it's insane. So now I'm going in with my Sigma E38 and the shade Heat. This is just another orange, it's this one right here. And I'm just placing this on the crease, but not as high as the previous 2 shades. I'm also gonna pack it on the outer corner. So I'm gonna go in with my Morphe M504 with no additional product, and I'm just gonna blend out the edges of that deeper red orange. And don't worry too much if you have shadow down here. I have not done my face yet, so I will wipe this off once I'm done. So now I'm gonna grab with my Sigma E38 some more of the shade Heat, and I'm gonna look straight forward, and I'm gonna put it right there because I want to be able to see this shade with my eye open. Then I'm just gonna blend this on my upper crease. As you can tell, I can see it right here with my eye open, which is my goal. So now I'm gonna go in with my Smashbox lighted up blending brush, and we're blending all the edges. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade Chestnut and my Sigma E38, and I'm just gonna further intensify my crease. So I'm placing this lower than Heat because I want to add more dimension. And I'm gonna blend the edges of that red with my Smashbox lighted up blending brush. Now with my Actilapse blending brush, I'm gonna go in with the shade In the Zone, and we're gonna use that to darken up our crease even more. Gorgeous color. Now I'm going in with my Sigma E38 with no additional product, and I'm just gonna blend out the edges with a very light hand because I don't want this red to go everywhere. Now I'm going in with my Morphe M504 with no additional product. we're blending. Now with my Smashbox lighted up shading brush, I'm gonna go in with the shade Ruby. This shade is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. It's a shimmery, fiery red, and I'm gonna put this all over my lid. I've had no fallout on my face. That's impressive. Now with the same shader brush, I'm gonna grab some of the shade Polished, and I'm gonna put this in between the red glittery shade and the crease. Pretty much gonna put this right here to blend these two together. Now I'm going in with my Sigma E38 and we're blending these edges very lightly. Now I'm gonna grab some of the shade Fire with my Sigma E38 and I'm gonna put this kind of around the shimmery red shade. Going in with the Smashbox blending brush, we're blending the edges. Now with my Sigma E57, I'm gonna go in with the shade Stone, which is the lightest shimmery shade in the palette, and I'm gonna put it on my brow bone and inner corner. That's really pretty. So now that I finished the top of my eye, as you can see, I cleaned up under my eye with a makeup wipe, and now I'm gonna do my eyeliner, and I'm gonna be using my Tarteist Double Take eyeliner, and I'm literally just gonna do a line. I'm not gonna do a wing. For mascara, I'm using my Actilab's new Skyscraper mascara. And I'm gonna do a very thin coat because I'm gonna be applying false lashes. So now I'm gonna put on my false lashes off of camera and I'm gonna do my face, and I will be back for my lower lash line very soon. Okay guys, so my eyes and my face are done, and now I'm gonna do my lower lash line, and I'm gonna start off by applying some black liner in my waterline. I'm gonna be using my Tarteist Pro eyeliner, but not the liquid side, the other side. Now I'm gonna go in with some of the shade Chestnut, and this is an Anastasia Beverly Hills brush, and I'm just gonna dip into here and I'm gonna put this on my lower lash line. And I'm gonna connect it to my upper lash line so that it looks all synchronized. I'm gonna put that until halfway throughout my eye. I'm gonna leave this with no red. Now I'm gonna go in with my Sigma E34 and some of the color Universal. And I am gonna blend, this is the lightest shade we used, and I'm gonna blend out under this red. Now with this same Anastasia brush, I'm gonna grab some of the shade Sauce, and I know this is an orange, but I really wanna try it out, even though it probably will look kind of off down here. But you know what, we're just gonna roll with it because it's a gorgeous shade and I wanna use as many of the shades as possible. Whoa, that looks really nice. And yeah guys, this is my tutorial using the 35O2, and I have to say, I am living for this look. Now that our tutorial is done, let's get right into my 2 cents on this palette and my review. First of all, this is the new box that this palette comes in. You can see Morphe, the rebranding. This is actually really nice. On the side, it is burgundy and it says Blend the Rules, which is like their new company motto. Now this whole palette is 1.98 ounces. This retails for $23. However, I'm pretty sure you guys know a lot of influencers have a discount code for this palette of 10% off to get it, so it turns out to be around $20 if you use an influencer code. I mean, I don't have one. These are my own opinions on this palette. I'm not affiliated with Morphe. I'm not sponsored by Morphe in any way, shape, or form. I bought this myself. This was not sent to me either. So these are my true, honest opinions on this palette. I have to say, I love this palette. However, I do have some downsides to it, and mainly with the shimmer shades. I do like the shimmer shades. I find that they are actually really pretty and pigmented. However, I'm having some trouble getting the pigment I desire out of them. Now, this is my Morphe 35F palette. In this palette, all of these are shimmers and these are mattes. And this one is the Morphe 35O2. 2. As you can tell, it's kind of the same packaging and everything, the same plastic, but I feel like the shimmer shades on the Morphe 35F palette are much more high quality than the shimmer shades on the Morphe 35O2. You have 11 shimmer shades in here. You have a lot more in here. So pretty much you get 20 mattes in here, but the 20 mattes in this palette are way better than the line of mattes on the Morphe 35F, but I just wanted to let you guys know I do like their old shimmer formula better. But if you're looking for beautiful warm tone shadows, if you're looking for stunning reds and fiery colors, and if you're looking for amazing matte warm toned shadows, definitely go for this bad boy right here, Morphe 35O2. The quality of this matte eyeshadows is insanely good. It reminds me a lot of the Urban Decay eyeshadows. I do want to show you guys a comparison of their old packaging and their new packaging. This is their old one. It just has Morphe. Some of them had Morphe brushes, but mine came in like this. It is the same black component, but just the logo is different. This is what this one looks like. This looks way like fancier and sleeker, which is what I like. It looks more high-end like this. And this one on the back has kind of the Morphe brushes website information, and this one is just empty in the back. This one also has names on each and every eyeshadow, which is amazing because it is so much easier to go through a tutorial where I can show you guys which shadows I'm using and be like, okay, this specific shadow is the one I am using. So I'm gonna show you guys some swatches since I don't really have any like negative thoughts to say besides the fact that the shimmer shades are not as pigmented as I would like them to be. However, I do want to show you a comparison to show you guys that these eyeshadows are actually better quality than their previous ones. I'm gonna show you guys the black because that was my true test in this palette. This is the black in the Morphe 35O2. It was extremely creamy. It felt like butter. It is extremely soft. This is the black shade from the 35F palette, and this is a black shade from the 35O2 palette. Look at this difference. This is gray, this is black. This palette is totally worth it in my opinion. It is $23, which is extremely affordable, and for these high quality shadows, you cannot go wrong. So now I'm just gonna go on to my swatches. So starting with the top, this is the first line of shadows, and this color is so absolutely blinding. It is so pretty, so these are definitely so gorgeous. Okay, so this is the second row. This is my absolute favorite row. I used this shade, this shade, this shade, and this shade on today's tutorial, and I have to say these are like the most unique colors that I've seen in a warm palette. So this is the third row down. As you can see, these are so absolutely stunning. I love this orange, and these are the mattes in here. As you can tell, they're extremely pigmented and they're also really blendable and creamy. So this is the fourth row down. These are all mattes except for this one. This one's like this in-between shade. Like when you look at it, it looks matte, but when you swatch it, it's like this gorgeous satin finish. There's only two shades that are not as creamy as the rest, and that is this one and this one right here. They're still good and you can build them up, but they're not as creamy as the other ones. Now this is the last row down. These are also really nice. The only shade that isn't as creamy as the ones in the rest is this one right here. I found this one kind of chalky, and this is kind of the only shade that I wouldn't really mind for. I don't really like this shade. Literally, when you go to Ulta Beauty to see this palette, you need to feel this black. It feels so creamy, feels like butter. So go into Ulta, touch this shadow and this one, and you'll be in love. So well, you guys, that is it for my swatches of the Morphe 35O2 palette. I think they are extremely nice. There's only 3 shades in the palette that I feel like are not really that creamy. I will leave the names right here because I don't remember them off the top of my head, but those are the only 3 shades that I found kind of chalky and more like their old formula. But I feel like all of the other shades are beautiful, on point. Highly recommend this. 2 thumbs up from me for this palette. I love it. So you guys, thank you so much for watching this review on the Morphe 35O2 palette, the Second Nature palette. I hope you enjoyed it. If you learned something, hit the thumbs up button. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave for new videos every week, and I will also have a giveaway when I get to 1,000 subscribers. So I mean, yeah, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.